Okay, we had talked about it in the last video, but I really want to make sure we're 100% on adding everybody that needs to be in a room. So we click on the invite, and we can see we can invite the parents via the email and phone, like I said earlier. If you would like to save time, you can click on this class invites, and it gives you just a URL that you can send to all of the parents for your homeroom and get them logged into Dojo or connected to Dojo that way. That is probably going to be the best way if you have a class, particularly of a lot of returners that are already basically entrenched into the system. You can just be like, hey, we're shifting, here's a new homeroom, here's the link. You can get connected right away. Saves you a lot of time from entering information. Additionally, connecting the students, we two different ways you can do it. It's either this code or there's a walkthrough with this at-home login, which we're not going to use that because it involves printing out. So really just focus on that code and know that that code is going to refresh after 48 hours. The last thing to make sure everyone that is added to a room that needs to be there, if that was a terrible sentence because it's very hot and my brain is mush right now, is you need to make sure all the other teachers that teach your class are connected to your homeroom. The reason for this is we don't want to have a Class Dojo page, right, like your home page when you log in, that is filled with like 80 different classes. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? If you need to make a class for each individual thing, it makes a lot more sense to just connect every teacher that needs to for the homeroom that they that to a homeroom that they teach. So to do that, super straightforward. You just click on invite. That's it. If their name is not currently on this list, it most likely will be once everyone is logged in and set up. You type in their email, so first initial, last name at Equitas Academy. Click the invite. Boom. They'll get an invite to your homeroom and be able to be a co-teacher in there effectively. Super useful to communicate just with that homeroom as we'd already talked about. So that last, or rather the last thing we're going to talk about in the next video is going to be some of these additional um, features. And from there, it's kind of, you'll be able to set it up.